for Krista's reading, and like the river path, we're going to lay it out, and it's recording now. So this feels like the baseline of the river of what you've experienced. We're going to go on from there, but this is just feeling like it's almost telling a little bit of the story. We're a happy family. Everything was going good. Everything in Momland was going good. But something happened that there's a dark night of the soul coming, and this hermit feels it. The hermit feels it, but it's not hit. Now, this feels like about right now. Tower and Star hitting both of you at the same time. Both cards are hitting for you. You got the hermit, where you have to go a little bit more into the dark night of the soul. You have to go into isolation, go investigate, go in this place of solitude in order to get the reward. You're going to have to slow it down and rest. This is something that you're learning. This is like divine lesson coming through. When you have the Tower and the Star coming, you have what feels like the world being turned upside down and destruction and oh shit, oh no, the plot twist. And then the Star of Hope. It's like a re-remembering of your own dream, of your own desire. And there has been a change. It's not what you thought it was. It's not what you thought it looked like coming through here. There's something coming through that brings more harmony to you after this. This feels like the now moment. We're going to look at this when we go into the other deck. But this feels like where the now moment is the Tower and Star combo. It doesn't always feel pretty to be in the Tower, but it feels like the Tower and Star combo, and leaning more into that Star is important for you right now. Harmony's coming forward. You got here the King, and this is the King of Wands, but I'm getting Swords energy off him. I'll show you. You can see that it's clearly the King of Wands, but I'm getting the King of Swords. King of Wands is about leadership and enrolling others to get on board with what you're doing, and exciting leadership type things, sometimes entrepreneurship, sometimes things like that. The King of Swords is making a plan and very, very logical. It feels like both energies are embodied right here, and I don't know why the King of Swords is coming through so strongly in here, but it's coming through with this. Now we have the Ten of Swords, the time to move on, move past the pain. Don't revisit the old painful narratives. The pain of the past isn't just because it was painful doesn't mean it was for nothing. It wasn't useless. It wasn't unnecessary. It was necessary for your growth. And then here, oh, no wonder we're getting the King of Swords so strongly right here. The pain that you've went through. This is what's coming through. And the King of Swords is the one that's making the new plan, the new plan, the new plan. How you're moving forward, planning. And 3-month increments is how you should be planning. You don't have to think in huge, huge terms of what am I going to do a year from now. Think in 3-month increments. The Knight of Cups is coming through. And this is when we ride the horse for ourselves. This is also when somebody makes an offer. This is also when we get in touch with what is it that is our grail, our quest. This is what's coming up. What is it that you want to quest for is what I'm getting. And the river, this is the flow of the river, the things that you know, the things that you can let go of. And then what is you're questing for. We're going to go into that with the next deck. Same deck, second deck. What is she questing? It feels like a three pop. So we're going to lay it as a pop of 3. Okay. Wow. Okay. What it is you need to protect your priorities really good. Cover your ass, then the reward comes. Cover your ass, then the reward comes. When you share, you get more. This is a huge amount of gift from the universe coming towards you. Cover your ass. Know what it is you need to take care of. Be it legal, be it knowledge, be it narrative, be it the things that you know or things that are written down. Cover your ass, cover your ass, cover your ass. Travel lighter. Give some of what you have that's excess away. It doesn't mean you have to give everything away, but you know how to share and what to share. It doesn't mean you have to shortchange yourself. Just know that there will be plenty when you get rid of old things. It makes room for new. And the huge, huge reward is coming when you learn to prioritize. Prioritize and travel light is what I'm getting. What else is coming in for you? There's something that it feels like... Okay. Iana's in the house, and she's telling me the bitter winds of winter feel so cold it will blow you back so far that the ancestors will show up. So it's showing me this learning to prioritize self and to travel lighter is something that the ancestors are trying to help you get through.
It's like this for you to know. When the wind hits your face so hard that it make your breath go, this is what it is. It's a surprise. It's like, oh, I didn't need to take that with me. It's a surprise. It's a little bit of a shock of cold to you. It's startle. Very startled for you. This is what you need to remember. You don't need all the things you thought.
Yana, what is she carrying?
You don't need to take the axe to the thing you do before. You don't need to take the sword to the thing you do before to walk away from. You just walk away from. You don't need to burn it down, tear it down, chop it down. You don't need to chop down the tree to get out of the forest. You just keep walking out of the forest. She's showing me this little bit of like confusion and chaos that you don't need to solve it all. You don't need to resolve it all. She's showing me literally a tree that's been partially chopped in the forest and you're just trying to get out of the fucking woods. You don't have to keep chopping that tree to get out. You just need to follow the path on out. Okay. All right. We'll go to the next pop of 3. I didn't expect that she was going to show up today. She shows up a lot, but I didn't expect she would show up today. I thought maybe Lucy would show up. Who knows? The guides are always here, but the ones that want to come forward are the ones that come forward. We're gonna have a talk now. We're gonna have a talk. You deal with the devil who make you feel secure, and it's like you get a little bit robbed from this devil. You get a little bit robbed from this. You think this person he carry for you, he do for you, he make all the thing nice for you. It's not right. It's like you have the coin, you have the ability. You must take the horse, move forward. It was never the him, it was never the other. It was you must make the things happen. It's not for him to do. It's like a discard. It's like a discard. Okay. Yana's going to have to take a break. What this card typically comes up for me when we're seeing this page of coins, it's usually holding the coin, like the student holding the coin. And it's the one that I always say is the Batman card. And it's because you figure out that you're not Robin, you're Batman in your story. This is what's going on. It's taken you a long time to realize that you are the one that is making the impact and you are the one that has more control than what you realize. It's not judgmental to want to rely on somebody else to be on your team and to have counted on them for doing what they said they would do. But it turns out that it feels like you've trusted somebody to do something they said they were going to do, and they actually weren't in charge and weren't actually very capable, very committed to the same thing that you were committed to. That's what it feels like. So you're learning that you were doing all the work all along. I don't know what that's about, but that's what it feels like. Yeah, it's taken a long time, but it feels like you're finally there. Yeah. Don't diminish the work that you've done before. Don't diminish what has come before. Don't shrink down your accomplishment. Don't play small. Don't look at what your contribution has been as small. Okay, next little pop. Okay. Yana's telling me also you need to go forward, enjoy, be very excited about where you're going in the next little bit of time. It is time for you to celebrate. In Angieland, that comes across sometimes with the message, you've come a long way, baby. It's like the old Virginia Slims, I think, slogan is what it was. But you've come a long way, baby. You've come so far. Don't forget or dismiss or make small how far you've come. Your progress has been huge. You've got the Temperance card, the 7 of Wands for boundaries, and here we're seeing this King again coming up. Now it's your turn to lead. This is the duplicate coming up. It's your turn to lead. How are you going to do that? By creating harmony with the 3 of Pentacles. This is huge for you. Now what else is coming up? It feels like these little clusters that I have going here, these little clusters that are down here are the pops that you're going to see. And it feels like you're going to see them popping up in the next few weeks, each of these. It's not that they're going to be done and completely done in the next few weeks, but you're going to see examples over and over. It's the pattern. It's the pattern. Wow. Okay, we've got the 7 of Cups. We've got the 4 of Cups, and we've got the 8. This, to cover your priorities,
Cover your ass, protect your priorities, make a choice. Don't procrastinate. 7 and 7. Really choose what it is you want to do and move forward towards it. You will have enough. You will have enough. You don't have to worry that there's lack. There isn't lack. You will have enough. It's right here. So don't buy into this bullshit as the lie, because you will have enough. And then here, you are going to have to walk away from something that doesn't serve. And that's just how it is. It's just how it goes. And you are ready to do so. You're holding your boundaries and you're learning to modify. You're learning to transmute. You're learning to be moderate and transmute something that was painful in the past, that was old, into something that serves again. The Three of Pentacles is all about harmony coming in. How are you working the harmony into your world? Over and over again, there's going to be lessons. Wow. I asked about it. Look what I got. Look, look. Happens all the time. The lesson on this is honor your skill set. Look for the benefactor. Be brave enough to walk forward, walk forward, walk forward. Brave enough to walk away, brave enough to walk forward. It's not just what you're walking away from. It's what you're walking toward. You have the skill set. The benefactor of the universe will be there. Keep moving forward. Holy cow. Ace of Wands is coming through strong here. Behind it, we have the 6 with the victory here. The 6 of Wands and the 5. The victory over the chaos. What else is coming? One more wants to come from here. The Queen of Swords. You know that she's the one that cuts the shit. She's the one that says, be fair to yourself. She just knows this is the bottom line. This is what I need, and this is what I need to move forward. And you're going to do it. So honor what it is that you've dreamt about, that's been in the riverbed, been in the flow, been in this place that you need to move forward. Honor it. Queen of Swords wants you to honor what it is. It's your skill set, that your gift, and don't diminish it. Don't make it small. Recognize how far you've come and keep moving forward. Anything else? Yeah, you're going to get access to something. Higher blessing, higher gifts. VIP access is coming your way. This is what it is. It's why you're seeing the pattern, seeing the pattern, seeing the pattern. And it's why that you're going to need to move forward and do it a little bit differently. Travel a little lighter. You're going to have to make decisions that are intentional. Not accidental decisions or decisions that just come up. But what is it that you intend? Because you're really learning to create this harmony in a huge, huge way. This is coming up big, big, big. All right. Anything else? I want to go to the deck here one more time. The pink deck. Anything else? Spiritual lesson for the next 3 weeks for you. Take care of yourself. Retreat when you need to. Retreat when you need to. Get still. Get quiet. Okay? This is a spiritual lesson for the next 3 weeks for you. Okay, let's go to the pinch and see what comes through for you, okay? All right. Just 1 second. All right. Okay, for the pinch. Yes, you understand that. Intentional. Good. Good, good, good. All right. See what else is going on. Okay. This is what we have in the charms. Hopefully you can see this pretty good here. This feels like the way that you are directionally going. You're intentional. Your intention, your direction, all of it really right here. You are steering something. You are choosing what it is you're going to move forward. Everything that seems upside down. You notice that so many of these charms right here, they're upside down. They need flipped. They need flipped. They need flipped. You need to be very deliberate in what you're doing to flip these over. So we're going to take a little minute and look. We have the blue leaf coming through here. This is very much about speaking the truth, owning your truth, and understanding the seasons of things. We have the elephant remembering here. Now, I don't know if you can see this clearly. Hopefully you can. This is this cute little elephant, and the elephant that needs to be addressed. So when you have the elephant, it's not just about remembering. It's also about addressing something that must be addressed. You know the saying, there's an elephant in the room? Yeah, you have to address it. You can't ignore it. It has to be addressed. And the truth needs to be spoken about it. The next thing that's coming up. Okay, we have this that comes in and it looks like guitar, cello, violin, any of that. This is the music. This is the song. We've got the piano coming in here. And we've got this, which is the hook and eye, and it's also like firmly attaching into. When you have the energy of the cat here, and you have the energy of the musical instruments here, this is your voice coming in. There's harmonic coming in, but this is your truth that you have to own. And this is being firmly attached to what it is that is your new truth. It's a remembered truth. It's something that's been about you that you've maybe been quieter about, but it needs to be spoken. It needs to be vocalized. There is music to what's going on. If you want more harmonics going on, then you have to let it come through. When we see the cats, we get the cat's meow. We get the cat that is so clearly in possession of itself. When somebody understands the cat nature, when somebody understands this, they aren't putting up with nonsense. The cat is very, very, very Queen of Swords energy. Very, very much not putting up with nonsense. They'll be playful. They'll have their zoomies. But then when they're done, they're done. They know what's going on. You just got a cat? This is probably a really good thing for you. Watch how the cat interacts with the people and learn from that little pet. Our pets teach us a lot. But this feels like if you let yourself strut, if you let yourself be the cat, if you let yourself know when you need approach and know when you need retreat, pay attention to that. And then speak your truth. It's huge for you. Okay, what else is coming up? Let's go down this way for a minute. Okay, we've got the tricky rabbit here, the owl here, and we've got this flower, and it's just the gold flower, the sunflower. This feels like a line of delineation right here. This feels like 2025. This feels like going forward, shades of things that will be coming up in 26. The owl of wisdom is coming through here. This is knowing, knowing, knowing. And this is a sense of inner knowing that's growing, blossoming, coming up more abundantly as you're just going along on your regular thing, as you're stepping into the new year. And we've got here this kind of trickster rabbit energy coming up. And it just feels like just you're going down the path like you should be doing your own thing. And then a truth bomb is going to go off in your head, and a knowledge is going to just drop, and boom, and you're going to be like, aha. It feels like epiphanies are going to be coming up everywhere. We've got the green here and the green here. Yeah, this is springtime energy coming through here. We've got the green flowers here and the green leaf here. The truth that you've carried through the winter, and it feels like this would be March energy. Let me grab these cards. Let's grab these. Hang on, I want all of them for a minute. I want to see what's going on, because this feels like a preview. Let me make sure I've got them all. Yeah. Feels like a preview of what would be happening. So I want to see a little bit for end of 25 and into 26. Just two cards. 25, 26. Okay. So 25, it looks like you're waiting. Santa Fe burger time. 26, the Four of Cups is there and presented. 26. Yeah. It's like you're presented with justice, presented with something that balances. It's like you are offered something that is balanced. You're waiting. The universe is knowing what you want. The universe knows your request, understood the request. Then here, you're waiting, and the scales are balancing. Justice is coming in, and it feels like there's going to be, it's going to feel like it's fair and more fair in March. What feels unfair now, don't get caught up in the unfair. Just start speaking your truth and taking care of yourself. But the universe does know what you want, so focus on what you want. Focus on what you want to experience. Focus on speaking your truth for the rest of this year. And let the epiphanies drop, because they will come quickly. They'll come in succession. They'll come quickly, and it'll be like, okay, all right, I know this. And you might not know how you know, but you will know. So when you have the knowings, that's the thing about claircognizance. You know what you know, and it might not be something that you could articulate or even explain or prove or say, well, this is the reasons. You just know. It's like when you can feel something coming, you feel a change in the energy. Sometimes our inner system knows quicker than our reasoning. So trust that. Okay, that's what I've got. That feels complete. Holy cow. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, I love that for you. Yeah. The claircogs are going to be dropping. So if you're just driving down the road and for some reason you feel like, okay, well, I need to reroute myself, then do it. If you feel like, okay, I need to cancel this appointment. Okay, I need to reset something. Just do it. Just trust yourself and just do it. So that's what I've got. They're so much fun though. It's fun when you realize later that, yeah, you did your detour and all of a sudden you get home and you realize there was construction or something else on your path that you have avoided. And it's like you get a confirmation on the claircogs, or you feel like something's going to happen or something big's going to happen. And the next day in the news, you see blah, 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 or somebody gives you a call and it's like big news for them. So yeah, you're so welcome, honey. So welcome. Let me get a little bit of water and we'll see what's coming next. So paid list is open. Let Kim know if you want to get on the list. And this is how we're doing it. Let me drink a little bit of water. Goodness, I spilled some. Sorry, guys. Okay. And we'll go back to the zodiacs for a minute. Oh, I really did spill on there. So sorry. Guys, that's going to be a little bit much. All right. We're going to go back to the zodiacs and see what the zodiacs have. Okay. Going in here. It's that one. It's the Leos. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's the Leos that are coming up. We had the Aries a little bit before. And this isn't the elementals where we're just doing the fire signs, but Aries and then Leo. Leo is coming up next. So let's see what the Leos need to know. So we're going to see what's going on for Leos. We're going into I think this is the Daydreams Tarot. I called it the Graffiti Tarot the other day. I have the Graffiti Tarot coming, but this is the Daydream Tarot. It's just kind of weird. It's very strange. So what does the Leos need to know? It feels like the Leos are a little bit restless going on. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm getting the sense of restlessness going on here for Leos. Okay. I'm going to flip this down so you guys can see. What we're getting here is the Six of Swords, the need to travel and need to set something difficult down. The Eight of Swords, feeling stuck. There is a restlessness. You're needing to move towards your peace, but you're still very firmly attached to your old baggage here. You need to let that go. The Hermit is saying investigate and move forward. Investigate and move forward. Look closer at why you're uncomfortable. Look closer at what's making you restless. And if you have Leo friends or Leo in your chart, why are you restless in that particular area? It feels like just uncomfortable. The restless energy and the desire to move forward is huge. The desire to leave the baggage behind is huge. You want to go towards the peace, and then you keep trapping yourself in this hostage situation, this stuck situation, the prisoner situation. Investigate a little deeper. Okay, Four of Pentacles. This one's coming up different than usually we see this and you see one on the head, one on the heart, and two below the feet. Or you see somebody hugging the money so tight, so tight. There's actually more balance than you think. Just because everything isn't sparkly. I'm getting the Griswold's house. So if you know National Lampoon, the Christmas Vacation, the Griswold's house, you don't have to be in contest with the neighbors. You don't have to be sparkly. You've got enough. So this need and this urge to compete is something that's keeping you stuck. This need to prove is keeping you stuck in a certain way. You need to let it go. Enough is already there. You don't have to hold it extra tight, but you don't have to be trying to show it off with the Griswold type of flavor. That's just so weird. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting the Griswold. You're not poor just because you feel like you're restless. It's not that you're poor. Just because you want to travel and want to leave baggage behind doesn't mean that you're stuck, even though you might feel that way. And retail therapy is not going to help the situation. Okay, we got the Lovers. Well, we got the Wheel of Fortune coming up here. So this is the choice of fate moving us forward. This is the choice where you choose the soul's path, the heart's desire, and move towards that. What are you devoted to? And then let fate step in. There's a sense of timing. It feels mostly like impatience for timing. Do the investigation. Find out what your heart's desire truly is and devote yourself to that instead of competing. And let fate kind of carry you forward. That's what I'm getting for Leos. Very, very strange to have the Griswolds pop in on that. But it feels like you don't need 50,000 trillion lights. You don't need to like blow out the power grid to enjoy whatever the holiday is bringing forward. It's just not necessary to compete in that way. That's what I'm getting. I don't know what that's about, but that's what's come through. So that's what I got for the Leos. So yeah, that's complete, guys. Very, very strange, but hey, there it is. There you have it. All right. So let me get a little sip of water and we'll keep moving forward. And we'll go from there. Yeah, yeah. Watching the movie might be enough. And I know that like at Halloween or at Christmas, here around Halloween, if you drive just a little bit west of here, everybody had skeletons everywhere. The whole city did skeletons. It was really super cute and super fun. And I know with Christmas, people do it with their yards too. But it's like going deeper than that, going to what actually is the purpose of the holiday, and the connection of the holiday is more important than trying to impress the hell out of everybody with the holiday. List is clear. Okay, we'll do one more for the zodiacs and see what it is. I've got Cancer coming up, so we're going to go to Cancer next. Wow, okay, we're going to go into this. I think it's like the Mermaid Dream, Mermaid Fantasy, or what is this one called? Mermaid's Dream Tarot. That's this one. So we're going to go into it and see what's going on with the mermaids for Cancer. What's going on for Cancer? I'm getting the 10 of Wands. The burden of being so sweet is what I'm getting. The burden of being so sweet and overly sweet doesn't serve. You're ready to move through to something new. If you've got Cancer in your chart, this is where you're wanting to move through to something new. Not have the oversweet, over-saccharine type of thing going on. It doesn't serve. Rein it in a little bit. Let yourself move through to something new. You've finished something. It's complete enough. You don't have to carry the old stuff any further. Set that down. Move this forward. We've got the Devil and the 5 of Swords. I'm getting something about the peacemakers. Their need for peace doesn't mean that it needs to be there for others. We like to have peace. We like to have unity and harmony and all of that. But we don't have to make the peace for everybody all the time. Sometimes we do need to withdraw. It feels like you need to move through. Let whoever is wanting to do the argy-bargy fighting, let whoever is wanting to do that be doing their own shit and walk away from it. This is where you need to walk forward and let the devil and whoever wants to be the bully or do the fighting. It's not that you can't help somebody when they're being picked on, but not every fight is your fight. Not everything is up to you to solve. Not everything needs to be tidied and put in a neat place and position. Not everything is that way. 7 of Wands and Hanged Man. Yeah. Know your boundaries and don't get strung up on something else. This is huge for you. It feels like too much sugar in the Cancer energy right now. Too much sugar. Anything else that the Cancers need to know? Because you want what's fair. It feels like whatever this is, Cancer wants more balance. Cancer wants what's fair. They want it to be sweet for everybody. And sometimes people have to learn the hard way. And what I'm getting is, it's like some of the Cancers can see it would be easier for some people to not learn the hard way, but you can't shortchange them of their lesson. That's what I've got. That feels very complete. All right, that's what I've got for Cancers. That's what's going on there. So if there's Cancers in your life, or you know the Cancer placements, then great. That's what we got. All right. The list is open if you want to get on the list. I think it's just 5 of us in the room. It's a slow day today. That's okay. So if you have some other questions, ask. No big deal. And I didn't get a second one of this, although I've been tempted to. I haven't yet. And this is When Women Had Wings. And it's so gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. But I haven't got a second one of that one yet. But it is gorgeous, gorgeous. So beautiful, beautiful. And this is what the backs look like. And then the gilding, of course, shockingly gorgeous. So that's what's going on. And anything else, if you guys wanted to talk about anything else in general, let me know. I had this box full of questions that I put. I don't know. So you guys let me know if there's a certain subject you want to pick my brain on or whatever. We can do that. Whatever. Phil's on the road today, and he will be back tomorrow, which will be great. And then I think the following week is going to be his regular schedule again. I hope it would be so nice. So that's what's going on with him. Well, let me see what's going on in this box. Hang on. So I put this box of questions just in case that we wanted to look at some questions. And let's just see. Oh, okay. This is a great topic to talk about. So this box of questions, it is. It's saying I think objects carry energy or psychic energy. And yeah, I actually think they do. I think there are certain objects, certain places and spaces that do. So there are things that you can have that are hand-me-down and heirlooms. Yeah, I can see you, Krista. I can see you. But there are heirlooms like I have a watch that used to belong to my grandma. I have a piece of furniture that was my mother's. Do I think they carry energy? I think they can. Do I think they always do? No, not always. But the energy that we put into something, say we're creating something like Kim makes quilts. Those carry energy. They carry all the love and the energy and the excitement that she put into creating that quilt. When I'm doing knitting, whether it's a scarf or a shawl or a wrap or whatever, it's going to be in there. So the energy is going to be infused in there. If it's a working item that we use all the time, the energy is going to be in there. So it's going to be infused in there. So yeah, I think objects do carry energy, and I think you can pick up energy and trace energy from certain objects. There are times when you can do that. I think some people have the gift to do that a lot. So be aware of that. Chris is saying, Sacred Kingdoms Tarot, Celestial Weaver, what are your thoughts? Sacred Kingdoms Tarot. If it's the one, I think it's all very, very dark and got blue print, like a blue font across all of the, whether it says Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, whatever, it's all blue. And I think that's the one you're thinking of. And it's not my favorite because the photography or whatever they did on that, it was so damn dark. I ended up trimming the borders off of it to make it seem a little bit less dark. And it was still pretty darn dark. And that's one that we got on the Kickstarter, and I ordered 2. And it's like, I really wish I would have ordered 1. I was really bent that it was as dark as it is. It's super, super dark. And it's not dark feeling. It's just like a lot of black in the photography. And it's like, I think they could have done a little bit of showing light and what the value of the card is with a little more light. Because the pictures are beautiful. The art is beautiful. Get this puzzle piece. Okay. So the art is beautiful on that, but I don't know if they reprinted it lighter or not. I've seen for that, but I'm not going to buy a third one and find out it's dark again. No. So I don't know. Maybe you guys know if they've done it a little bit lighter, but everything I've seen on it is still pretty damn dark. It's like, I don't know what they were thinking on that. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't recommend that people get it just yet because it's so dark. It took away from me enjoying it. Let me see if I can find where it's at. I'm looking around, trying to see where that might be. Let me see if it's on the other side. That's the problem with having too many decks. I'm looking over here. I thought it was over here, and I'm not seeing it. Let me just take a quick look, guys. Hang on. No. I'm not seeing it right off the jump. It's probably, I've probably forgotten where it is because that damn thing irritates me so much. So it really does make me mad that it's so dark you can't enjoy it. Okay, well, yeah, it's not showing up. I just know that it was too dark. Yeah, it's not a fave to work with because it's so dark. It's really pretty. Like, I have some that are, I call them magazine-y, and I'll show you some of those. And it's got kind of a flavor that's like some of these. So you can see, this is my magazine-y box. And you can see that there's a little bit of darkness in here, but you can see what's going on well enough, right? Because you see a little bit of brown in the picture. You see a little bit of light going on. This one, kind of magazine-y picture, but there's plenty of light in it. In this other one, it was so dark, there was so much black in it, you could hardly do anything with it. This one. So you should be able to see the image a little bit more. And then the image was so much black around it, it's almost like this much of the card had the light and the rest was all black around it. It's like, it pissed me off is what it did. So yeah. So it's here somewhere. So, okay. You're thinking the Celestial Weaver is almost like the spider in the web. Maybe so. I don't know. Okay. Well, we can look at another deck, or we can call it, I can show you this one. This one, I don't know the name of it, but it's got so much green in it. Imagine if it was dark versus the light. It's got a ton of green, but it's got a ton of light through it. So most of the cards, even though they've got this emerald kind of energy in green, you're still really, really clear on what you're seeing. Yeah, this one is, I'll get the box. It's just this. It's called Forest Tarot. That's it. And it is gorgeous. And I got a second one of this because I thought it was that gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, very, very emerald, but very, very beautiful. So that's what we got going on. Okay. Well, if you've got any more questions, guys, that's good. Yeah, this is the one from Amazon. And I got a second one, and when I get a second one and it's gilded, I just trim the tops and the bottoms so I don't miss out on the art. So that's what I ended up doing with this one. But it comes gilded like this. You can see the gilding on the sides here. And it'll come like this. So unless you're a nut and think you need 2 of everything, you know. But yeah, we probably did talk about this before. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Would not surprise me. So anyway. And what else? Oh, I was talking about, do I think objects have energy to them, or do they have energy or psychic energy, or the energy that we infuse them in? And I think the gifts that we get from others and things that are handmade have a certain energy. So when you think about holiday times, if you're doing a handmade gift, I think it's a beautiful thing to do. I think they do have objects in them, but I think just like places can carry a lot of energy in them. Whether you're talking graveyards or hospitals, places where people cross over a lot, or their bones reside, they'll have energy to them. Places where things have happened, like Gettysburg is an example historically, where you got to know there's going to be energy there. And the things that people have or have owned, when they matter to us, or even sometimes found things, can have energy. Do I think that there's haunted dolls that are going to get people? I don't buy into that too much. But I think that if there's things that are passed on through generations, they sometimes carry energy. And some people tune into energy in a lot different kind of a way. And I think yeah, they do. So that was one of the questions. And I can look in the box and see if there's any other question that we might want to go into. And we'll see what's going on with that. That's why you don't like to thrift. You get some of this. Yeah, Carol Ann, if you've gone to the thrift store and it's like a little too much for you, then you probably shouldn't be there. You might be a little bit too sensitive to some of that. And yeah, you can cleanse an item and cleanse a thing. Like, say you get a teddy bear from the thrift store and you take it home and wash it up and clean it up and pass it along. That's a great thing to do. Say you get dishes from the thrift store and you throw them in the dishwasher, wash them up, and they're great. But certain things will have an energy that's a little bit much. Yeah, there's a closed down asylum near you and it has so much energy. Yeah, if there's places and spaces in geography that you are not feeling like you should be near, then don't go near them. There's no reason you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable place. And like Carol Ann saying, my voice is about going. If there's places like the thrift store that make you uneasy because you're picking up too much energy from different objects, then yeah, take it easy. Don't go in there. Or don't go in there unless you have somebody that's really helped you ground. You know, your friends that get you, and whenever they come around, you're just more grounded with them. They might be somebody that would go to those places with you and it would be okay. Yeah, to sage things that you get from the thrift store is a smart thing to do. It's a really smart thing to do. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, okay. This is a question that some of these questions I put together. It's like, okay, what is a medium versus a psychic or a channeler? So this is in the land of Ange, how I would think this is. A medium is somebody that sees the dead people, talks to the dead people, and you'll see people that are doing evidential mediumship. So they might get the energy from Uncle Joe that's passed away. They might get the energy from somebody that's crossed over. That's usually how that goes. They're dealing with somebody that's crossed over. Can somebody be psychic and a medium? Yes. Can somebody that's psychic just be psychic and not a medium? Yes. A psychic is somebody that tunes into the energy, and I think we're all a little bit psychic, so it just depends how you want to develop your gifts. That's what I really truly believe, that we all have psychic gifts and there's many of them. So the gifts to be in tune with spirit and to have knowings or tune into things that are the clairs that aren't seen, that to me is tuning into psychic gifts and understanding those. And then channeler, channeler is tricky for me. You guys see me, and my guides have come through, and particularly Yana of late has been one that has come through. And it's when you are allowing allowing the energy of spirit or of an ancestor or someone else to come through and to speak and to bring it through as a channel. So you are being used as an instrument in that way and allowing that to move through you. So that's kind of, how would I describe it? I struggle with it because sometimes you do it like a little bit hybrid. Like when you see me talk to Yana and I go like this, it's because she's wanting to say something in my brain and what she's saying is coming through at the same time. So it makes it a little bit tricky. So that's what's coming through. But channeling is very different too. It's like just a messenger carrying the message or allowing the message to move through. So yeah, there are three different things. You can have all three things going on. You might just have one thing going on. You might have just psychic gift where you're working with the pendulum, or psychic gift where you're working with tarot, or psychic gift where you're got objects that this is what you pick up the energy from. Whatever your gift is, if you want to work with it, then work with your gift. And whatever you naturally tend to do, keep tuning into that. When channeling happens for me, it's like when light language comes through, I tend to get very, very shy. I used to get very, very shy about using the word psychic. I grew up and that was like not the best word to use. It's like, I need to get over it. Same with the channeling thing. I'm finding that Yana coming through, I'm getting a little bit more used to letting her come through and do what she wants to do, say what she wants to say and go on about it. But it's not always easy for me to let go and surrender to that and allow that to come through. So just trust your process. Trust what's going on with you. But don't let the labels get you hung up. You struggle with a label because you don't fully understand what I do. Yeah. And we like to be able to put, well, this is what I do, or this is what I do, or this is, we like a definition. We like a label. We like it cut and dry. You can be highly, highly intuitive and not be a medium. You can be a highly, highly psychic person and not be a channeler. You can be highly psychic and highly intuitive and never do any tarot ever. So I think we get hung up on the labels a little bit more than we need to. Yeah, and when people ask, that's where you see me just still get a little bit shy. And it's like, okay, all right. But when Yana wants to come through, or when these gifts want to come through, it's not like we're going to run around and be like, hey, yeah, I see this ghost following somebody. We don't all want to be the weirdos, right? But sometimes you can tell people or help people or share your gifts when you feel inspired to do so. It's not like you need a neon light that says psychic here, tarot reader here, or whatever. Sometimes we like to be a little incognito, and that's a do what you're comfortable with. Do what the divine and spirit lets you be comfortable with. Yeah. We are the weirdos, Mr. The Craft. Yeah, we are the weirdos. It's okay. The world is full of weirdos. The world needs weirdos. That's for sure. So that's what's going on. Well, I think that I'm going to let my voice rest. I was a little under the weather the other day, and it was kind of a digestive thing, but we can still hear the voice is a little bit. So maybe I'll let that rest, and I might be on a little bit later this week. I don't know if I'll be on later today or not. But I think I'm going to let this rest just a little bit more. Unless you guys have other questions for me, I think I'll let it go for now. And thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being here. I will play with the cards and do some more with the cards a little bit later. I love you guys for coming so much. Thanks for being here. And we will talk again later. And if you have more questions like that we've discussed here, if you want to have different like things to talk about and discussions, we can do those too. So just heads up, be thinking on it. And that's always a good thing to talk about. All right, I'll let you go, guys. Take care, everybody. Bye.